status update and some arena fight with the VIP0 account, you can see that I'm at level 103, which is quite close to 104, where we're gonna unlock another new level. I think that I'm gonna go all the way until level 108. I'm not sure about it, but 108 could be the goal, because that's when we're gonna get all the red units. But if I finish earlier, then I finish earlier. Now, let's see the arena. Same place as usual. And we don't really need to defend towards the back. We need to look forward. And given that I'm looking forward, I will attack. But before attacking, given that this is cross-server Battle of Gods Day, I will buy everything, all buffs, for 160 of this currency that we don't need for anything else whatsoever. Maybe in the guild adventure to exchange stuff. Now, we're gonna do this battle. And this is quite a bad defense from Marcus's end, because the opponent can choose whether they charge from the top or from the bottom. So I tell Marcus that maybe it's better if he started defending somewhere else. But anyway, we don't have much to think about other than leaving this backup formation to the bottom, because from the bottom you can start charging, or to the top, that also works. So you can move it all the way up to the top. And let's see. I'm interested where I stand before leveling up to 104. Interesting. Really interesting. I didn't think that I would stand a chance. But actually we're still a bit weaker. So this is our position. I don't think that much can be done. We'll also check what's going on behind. It should be easy. So this is the current packing order. And you see the opponent cannot even damage us much. Although it takes a while to grind down the energy. 118 is the end. Okay. What about Corlagon? And all this before the level up. Because at 104 we will have some new chances. Corlagon is quite a lot weaker, I have to say, currently. But he's doing everything in his power to level up quickly. Okay, so the 5 attempts are done. And I'm gonna show you around what is going on lately. So, one thing is the Endless Inferno. Here it is. I've already done this. I'm at floor 94 of the second one, City of Eternal Punishment. Floor 94. Marcus is way ahead. Only the 3 of us have reached this City of Eternal Punishment. I think Corlagon is quite close to finishing the previous one, so he's gonna join quite soon. You may know what my idea about this City of Eternal Punishment is. It's quite clear. Have the strongest team, all the units of the strongest team in one team, and just lose with the other 2. So that's how I usually make progress. I think I can still make progress, I just didn't have time to continue, so I will go all the way to level 95, it seems to me. These are difficult fights already. damage reduction is the way to go. Because health is just a multiplicator, damage reduction goes all the way until the end. Although, if you can damage less, you can also heal less. And this will take a while. So sooner or later we'll hit a roadblock. It's not happening yet. I hope rather later, because this means more resources. Floor 97. Oh, and we can make more progress because of the extra buffs that I purchased as well. And what's important is that our units stay alive, but with this healing formation, this is a great opportunity to make a lot of progress. Let's see if we can reach level 100. I'm not sure about it, because opponents are getting increasingly difficult to beat. But we've reached 98 already. And everyone survived. That's important, because if one of the units dies, then they won't go through to the next level. So we'll need to make sure that the units survive. That's why I have all this healing formation. For example, now 2 of the units are dead. Fortunately, one of them is the weaker unit, weaker defender unit. And we still have enough power to win, because as soon as we win the 3rd match, then on the next level all the units that died got resurrected. So in 99 I'll have 8 units again to make progress. Usually the last one before the chest is the most difficult one. Oftentimes that's where I hit the roadblock. Not always though. And this seems to be the most difficult fight of the 3 as well. Which, given that I've managed to win this easily, the last one should be straightforward. At least I hope. Anything can happen at any time. It seems like that we got to level 100. With the extra chest. Now 101. This is important progress, because comparatively, on one level I want to get back to 1st position, obviously. On the other hand, our guild needs to be protected from an external guild, you know, the player who went solo with his bot. So we need to make sure that comparatively I'm standing well in all of the rankings against Zeldris. At least as long as I keep on playing. This won't happen forever though. So this is for guild unity reasons. If you check out the leaderboard, now 126, 101 versus 66. So I think that he doesn't have the proper strategy for this game mode. Sooner or later he will. But only to level 66. It's not fully explained by the lack of strength. While we're exchanging information with Marcus and Corlagon. So this means that wherever they see a leak that we're doing, or the opponent is doing, we make sure that we close our own leaks and we exploit the opponent's leaks. These are the less frequented game modes that I oftentimes tend to skip, and most of my team tend to skip as well. So Endless Inferno, oftentimes we just do it once and that's it, don't even advance. But advancing early makes sense because now we have the new emblem system and we need soul stones as quickly as possible. And yeah, this is not the most exciting game mode in a sense that you don't see much happening, let alone the formation, it doesn't change. So this means that we just need to wait until all the battles end. Oh yeah, the same two suspects died. We need to swap out both of these units sooner or later, but I don't have other candidates. I only have 6 Commander Champions Divine Heralds at the moment. That's why I'm suffering in other game modes. Not this one, but in other ones. For example, the cross-server Battle of the Gods. That's where I'm suffering big time. Everyone survived, the Paladin is almost dead. And the Paladin is the weakest unit by far. Who would have thought that? Now this is gonna be a tough one. Because they are healing. Oops. It can go either way. Time is up soon. So we need to grind this down quickly. And unfortunately we didn't survive. So I'll most likely lose with the other two teams as well. I just have no chance against these two units. So we stopped at 104. It's still good progress. 103 to be exact. Starting 104. Okay. One thing that I didn't show you much is Conflux Plane. So fire, we maxed it out. Water, I'm in a good way of maxing it out. If you check out the leaderboard, that's where we're catching up with Marcus as well. And where is Corlagon, he's catching up too. He was like really low at like level 5, 6 or something when we started catching up. Samus as well. He's catching up. So in this specific game mode we have to make sure that we move ahead as much as possible. And that's why we're catching up with, so that we can spend more in the shop. Okay, what else? So these game modes are exploited as much as possible. You need to see Stadwick though. Here, this is exploited too. And in the Stadwick defense, currently we have the top 3. Fully. And Samus is coming, but he's gonna be weaker for a while because of level 99. You see that you need to get to monster difficulty 50 to compete for the top positions. And that's where I am. Now, with the extra buffs, it might be useful to do a Stadwick defense. I won't bring in the other unit for the second domain. I'll just do my best with this hero. We may need to swap out the heroes as well. But given that I have a buff, I might be able to score a bit higher. And this game mode is really, really boring because it's like you need to wait for 3 minutes. And it's interesting for the first time, for the second time. But given that we cannot accelerate this, it's like you need to wait for 3 full minutes to see. Sometimes more because the animations slow down. But it seems like that my damage is getting higher. Increasingly higher. Possibly because of the buffs. I may even reach 90k. I'm not sure about it, but once a week when you do the buffs, that's when it's important to do the Stadwick event. Already 70k and there is still a minute left. So I'm not sure what happened, but this is gonna be a new record. I'm quite certain about it. Still 1 minute left. Already 80k plus. Now that's a new record already. 93k. And 44 minutes or seconds left. or it's not even 97k or whatever, it's like 100 million, then it's 100 billion, 1 trillion damage. It's already 1 trillion damage, not bad. The Stadvik battle is a bit exaggerated. There is a Hero 3 series on Stadvik battles as well. There you can see that, but 125 million. Is that because of the emblems or because of another reason? So I managed to gain some ground. Quite significantly. 125 million, not bad at all. And with the rest of the game modes I just sweep. Here as well. I don't think we will get to level 104, but we're quite close. So that's the interesting thing. So I'm not sure what to do next. One thing I'm gonna do, it's quite certain, is that the emblem chart, you know, that's a relatively new feature. I will continue ranking this up, this one, but I still need some meteorites. As soon as we have like 2-3, then we'll be able to have 2 emblems all at once. So Marcus doesn't have this as far as I remember. Yeah, only 1 emblem so far. Zadris shouldn't have this either. If he has, then he made a mistake, so it's good for me. Yeah, still 1 emblem. In fact, not the best emblem overall. I think he's suffering from the emblem issue with the conversions. It's in the new system. It doesn't even have an emblem. What's going on? Not even in the best. Oh, here he does. Okay. So that's the idea. We'll need to level up the emblems, and for that we need meteorites, and that's something I will purchase from the marketplace. Not for gold, but for Duel of Champions credits. And that's it. This is the current state of the account. It's still exciting, and we're defending the first 2 places at least, and one day Korlagon will join us as well once his account gets strong enough.